present moment is the work, so I punched in for a double. The words to follow are what I learned, and I begin by acknowledging my defeat. I was not a poet nor a sage. These words came to me pretty much this way. Please accept this as my apology. Hard truths like these words will prove inadequate to convey. How I found heaven. It was hiding in the now. Christ consciousness was the way. Welcome into the now. My name is Archie Cowan Jones, and what follows are poems from my book, Into the Now. Number 13. We got to stay 4 days. We got to stay 4 days, said a girl in braids and bathing suit to me. She looked down on me and smiled. We were both on vacation, and in this moment, we were free. We had our portion of the good life. The sun, the sand, the smell of the sea, perfectly curated shops and markets stretched as far as your eyes could see. She said, we got to stay for 4 days, and with some sadness, she smiled down on me, from perched atop her mama's back like she was climbing on a tree. I didn't know how to respond. My plan went no further than my smile, but what fumbled out of my mouth, I wish I'd thought on for a while. This girl was maybe 7 or 8, with braided pigtails tied up with those marble balls. Her older sister kept her hair natural. I wish the words I used had been more inspired and less factual, because I clumsily said, smiling back, I think we get to stay 4 days too. But I'm not even sure on that math. I didn't take time to think it through. She seemed well loved within a tribe, family. As 4 generations of women headed home in a cramped up ride, to make room they offered me their extra waters, but I politely declined. As for bottled waters, I too was oversupplied. But I wonder if her eyes reflected the sadness of our vacation-ending dismay, how we all longed for more vacation, free from suffering, free from worry, free for just another day. There was a sharing in the air as we were untethered from life's cares. The weight of her words caught me totally unawares. After my 4 days, we were all back home, in lives as we had known it. I wish instead right there, we'd hatched a plan, each gone back to a power system and overthrown it. Because life should be lived free, freed from fear by just what is within each present moment. Freedom is ours. It's our preferences that make us forget we already own it. We labor all year long for a couple weeks, for homes, for stuff. For our 4 days, human consciousness exists to manifest love, not to chase this year's borrowed clothes and borrowed stays. I helped the grandmother pack up her tent, and I wish them blessings on their way. But I can't forget her bittersweet smile and young voice say, we got to stay for 4 days. Vaya con Dios.
Thank you for listening. This has been another episode of the Into the Now podcast. To connect further, visit intothenow.org for book sales, social media connections, and all things Into the Now. If you've enjoyed this episode, please subscribe to the show, leave a review, a rating, and share it with your friends.